Hi everybody, welcome to the Actors Academy and thank you for tuning in today. In today's video, we're going to be talking specifically about self-tape auditions and your eyes. Your eyes are the gateway into the soul. A lot of you have probably heard this before, you just aren't quite taking advantage of it as much as you could. So we're going to be talking about that today. As you can see, our setup is a little bit different here. I wanted to set it up a little bit more about how you would do for just your self-tape auditions to put us a little bit more into the mood. Remember, when you have self-tape auditions, you don't want anything in the background. You want it to be nice, clean, something like this. There's a lot of other things that you need, like your camera, your mic, lights, all of that, all the little details that go into it. But specifically, we're going to be focusing on this video with the eyes. If you want a little bit more information about just setup and how you can do that for yourself, I've made tons of other videos on self-tape auditions, but this video, again, the eyes. Eyes are the gateway into the soul. That's what we're focusing on today. So to get into this video, there are two things that we have to realize when we have our self-tape auditions. One of them is that you have to do a slate. The second one is you have to do a scene. And where your eyes are, where they are looking, is completely different for both of them. So let's talk about it. When you have your slates are going to be looking down the barrel of the camera. This is the moment where it's okay for you to look down the camera. Now, if you're wondering what a slate is really simple, it's super easy to do. All you're doing is just saying your name, where you're located, your height, and the representation that you have for yourself. Slates are really easy. You may have to add other things in depending on if the casting directors are asking for other things. Maybe the casting director will ask you, hey, what do you think about this? Or tell us about your background in so-and-so. Whatever it may be, then you go and add that into the slate. For your eyes, you're looking down the barrel of the camera. This one's really easy, super simple. The second one is now we're going to be talking about when you have the actual scene. So the casting director wants to see you act. They want to see you go and do a scene and see how are you. Are you a good actor? Are you not a good actor? How are you on camera? How do you represent yourself? Let's find out. So when you're doing your scene, you want to make sure that you are not looking down the barrel of the camera. Now you're going to be looking off a little bit to the side of the camera. This is going to be for 95% of scenes that you do. So you want to make sure you realize this for yourself, that 95% of the time, most of the time, you're going to be looking at another person. And that person is not the camera. They're a human being. So what you're going to do is you're going to literally go and be about maybe 6 inches, 5 inches off from the actual camera. So here's me looking at the camera right now, and I'm just going to shift my gaze about 6 inches, 5 inches to the left of the camera. Now, could I also go to the right of the camera? Yeah, I could. It's up to you. You get to decide for yourself. Now you're probably asking yourself, oh, okay, that's great. That's awesome. So now I know when I do the scene, I'm going to look off over here. What if there's multiple characters in the scene? Then what do I do? Do I do the same thing? Do I have one of the characters maybe be the barrel of the camera, or do they put them above the camera, or what am I going to do in those situations? Here's what I would do. You have to remember, when you have a scene, typically you're going to have one main character in that scene that you are interacting with. We'll call them character A. Now maybe you have one or two other characters also in there. You got character B and character C. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have character A on one side of the camera, and typically to help distinguish in the storytelling process, if when I'm doing my self-tapes, I put character B and C off to the other side of the camera. So wherever I put character A, I'm putting character B and C on the opposite side. So here's me looking down the barrel of the camera. I'm going to do the scene. I've done my whole slate. Now I'm going to do the scene. Boom. Right here is character A. I'm going to put character B maybe over here, maybe 6 inches off to the other side of the camera. And then we're going to go and put character C a little bit off, maybe next to character B. But I don't stay on character C for too long because I'm always still going to try and come back to character A. Now, why do I not go and look off to the side even more, to these more extremes? Because the eyes are the gateway into the soul. If I do this and I look off to this side, you get a whole profile of my face. Now, it's not a bad profile, but here's the thing. You got to realize when you're doing a movie or you're doing a TV show, a lot of the times, this is what they're getting. They're not getting this full profile of actors all the time. A lot of the times they're getting this, and they're getting this, the eyes. So if I'm doing this and I have character A over here the whole time, you're going to miss a lot of the story that's happening in my eyes. So I always make sure I have my character A 6 inches off from the camera. This is why when there's multiple characters, character B and character C is even farther off from character B from the camera, which means you get a little bit more of a profile of my face happening. That's why I try to not stay on character C for too long, and I always try to come back to character A, and if not character A, then character B, but I'm trying to have you always see my eyes here. Now, I'm going to give you one more bonus tip to help you guys all out with this. So, to help tell the story a little bit more and have the casting directors help believe more as if you're actually in a scene and not just doing a self-tape so their imaginations don't have to work as hard, what I'm going to do is, yes, the actor is off over here, 6 inches from the camera, so I can look at them over here. I have to also make sure my body is not looking at the camera. So my head and my eyes, boom, they're here, 6 inches off. My body body has to also come and be in alignment. If I'm here, face here, and body is straight at the camera here, it looks a little bit odd compared to if I actually do this. The next time you go and record a self-tape for yourself, I want you guys to see it and see how it looks. It looks a lot better on camera, and it'll allow the casting directors to think that you're more within the scene and also a better actor. So I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you all subscribe to the channel so you stay up to date with everything. Give this video a thumbs up if it helps you guys. Also, in the comments and descriptions down below, there's going to be our 10-hour acting masterclass, our newly enhanced 2.0 version. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead and do so now. Also, I have 2 other videos for you guys to see if you guys haven't seen them yet. One of them is called 30 acting tips for beginners, intermediate, and advanced actors. So if you guys haven't seen that video yet, go and check it out. A lot of tips are in there all for you. And then another video I want you guys to check out is how to act realistically, 3 steps. And that's also another really important video that can help you guys out when you're doing your self-tape auditions, when you have in-person auditions, when you're just going and acting once you get booked for those movies or those TV shows. So I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye guys.